don't like this person you've put in, move him. You say you won't move him. For what apparent reason? And we are still marking time. Do you know the quantum of deaths? Last week when I was here, I told you the quantum of deaths we need to pay. And Kenneth Ofori-Atta has benefited. The monies he's benefited from, has he brought it back? Is government really sharing the burden that Ghanaians are going through just because we have a stubborn president? Just because we have a stubborn president. Ken Ofori-Atta should go.
But that would be after.
After what?
The IMF negotiation. That is what we know, and that is what the president has said. Nothing is changing his mind.
Look, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. The IMF, the Americans, they would help Ghana. They cannot afford not to help Ghana.
But the question is when.
But if we push them to the wall, the president is saying end of March. We're hoping to get the bill. It will not be end of March. This thing is going to go into April because there are certain things we haven't been able to take care of. I'll give you a typical example of yesterday. The bondholders.
Yes, that will be our next subject.
The bondholders. Ken Ofori-Atta, and I don't understand, why can't he resign himself? Why does he think he's the be-all and end-all of solving our problems? Why? Because have we been able to solve the problem? Have we been able to? This is a time where we should be sitting together and saying, okay, we own this. And remember, this debt is transcending other governments. So don't you think it is time for you to sit with everybody so that if you don't come back into power, and even your flag bearers, your potential flag bearers, has the president called them to say, look, guys, I don't know who is going to win. That is not my concern. But whoever wins, A, B, C, D, E are some of the challenges we will face. How do you think we can handle it if we come back into power? Has that happened? I'm asking Philip, has the president called Honorable Chamate? Has he called any of the flag bearers to sit with them? His own party. Has he? It is Ghana. It is not a political party. That's what he doesn't seem to understand. It is Ghana. And we are all feeling the pinch. And if you're all feeling the pinch, the president needs to show leadership. Forget partisanship. If it's the NDC that comes in, if it's another person that comes in, this is the time for us to sit and talk. This is the time. Because it will transcend him. And a lot of these deaths that have been created by excessive borrowing. Borrowing is good, but if you do it excessively, it creates problems. Excessive borrowing by the finance minister.
Was it reckless as well?
Well, whether it was reckless is how we use that money. If we borrowed and they can tell us how we use the money, it will tell us whether they've been reckless or haven't been reckless. But remember, the World Bank, the IMF, warned us of our borrowing. Did we pay heed? And now we've gotten to this point, and you do not want to bring anybody in to see how we can sort this problem out. And the what do you call it? My uncle, the what do you call it? The former agriculture minister. What is he saying? He's saying, so far as he was concerned, the amounts of money that he needed to push agriculture forward, he didn't get. And they asked him, he said he's sworn secrecy to cabinet. Fine. But the other thing he said was that he pushed. Isn't agriculture key? Why is the president stuck on free education and free education alone? I'm not saying it's not important. But to give people free education without food, which is most important?
All right.
Okay.